The American Democratic Republic is at a crossroads. We as individuals and collectively as a nation are yearning to return to the values this country was built upon. The culture of courage, trust, respect, faith, communication, inclusiveness. The can-do attitude that creates solutions that last. And most importantly, the culture of cooperation. The consequences of political divide and conquer are citizen despair and disengagement.
Most often what happens in political related conversations is that when you enter the despair zone, the meeting ends. The hearts close and people ditch it. If the container's strong enough and you can go into the despair I found is the doorway to empowerment.
The mission of the Transpartisan Alliance is to motivate and inspire citizens and leaders to work together across these divides. Our goal is to unite America by practicing and teaching the principles of transpartisanship. Transpartisanship acknowledges the validity of a range of beliefs across the political spectrum. It honors all points of view from left to right to center as having a contribution to make to the whole. It is grounded in a new type of public conversation that moves beyond polarization by using dialogue and deliberation and conflict resolution techniques. And its goal is to create truly win-win, whole system, integrated policy options that work for the vast majority of people. The Transpartisan Alliance logo, which reflects the wisdom contained in the Great Seal of America, represents the essence of a democratic republic. The circle represents self-organizing creativity that's rooted in our democracy. Inclusion, community, equality, and freedom arise from an open dialogue and emphasize bottom-up collective wisdom and intelligence. The triangle represents the hierarchical organizing strengths of our republic. Rooted in strong leadership and the sovereign right of the individual, Republican values emphasize liberty, order, and efficiency in decision-making. The Transpartisan Alliance is a marriage of these two value systems. This logo reflects the founders' original intent for the unity and integration of the essential principles of a democracy with the essential principles of a republic. The premise of the Transpartisan Alliance is that mistrust and misunderstanding lead to division. The Transpartisan Toolbox teaches citizens and leaders skills to navigate conflict and build trust, to manage emotional triggers and to deepen listening, to distinguish common values and concerns, to develop strategic questioning and inquiry skills, to honor difference and to suspend judgment.
Dialogue has at its heart the idea of inquiry, and debate has at its heart the idea of advocacy. But if you're truly, genuinely willing to be curious about that other point of view, it opens a dialogue in a very creative way.
We're not trying to win. We don't have tension in our bodies. We're wanting to understand about the other person and their point of view. We're wanting to understand about ourselves.
My piece of it was looking into judgment and how our judgments separate us from one another.
The piece that I brought was really about understanding how individually we get triggered, have a negative emotional response in response to what someone else is saying or doing.
The next step in the campaign to unite America is the Uniting Communities Tour. It begins with a house party igniter in a community among 15 to 20 citizens and leaders. They then organize a Transpartisan 101, a town hall meeting that brings together a microcosm of the community to introduce them to the Transpartisan Toolbox. At this event, people receive a dialogue guide to continue their work with the tools in small groups in homes, cafes, and libraries. In addition to the local organizing, the Uniting Communities Tour catalyzes regional and national events, including a transpartisan facilitators training and transpartisan solutions summits that apply the toolbox to difficult issues like energy, the environment, the economy, and health, as well as an annual American Citizens Summit that coordinates the growth of the transpartisan movement. These Transpartisan Alliance citizen empowerment events apply leading-edge features such as wireless keypad voting and town hall meeting formats including World Cafe and Open Space that generate maximum creativity and bottom-up solutions. A national voice for the Transpartisan Alliance called the Sunshine Cabinet will emerge from the Campaign to Unite America. It'll consist of mainstream and alternative leaders, thinkers, innovators, and visionaries from across the political spectrum and from within all 12 sectors of the transpartisan organizing wheel. The Transpartisan Alliance is currently developing an online collaboration space to hold the presence of up to thousands of participant organizations and millions of individual members. This framework is the core power of the Alliance, allowing organizations to support and interact with each other, with members, and with the public at large. Built in as well to this website are organizing tools to coordinate on-the-ground activities.
And the wisdom of Abraham said, "A house divided against itself cannot stand." And it was interesting that he gave the house divided speech 3 years before the Civil War. Union serves a purpose. It's not just a concept. It means that I can work with you, you can work with me, we can work together. We can combine our minds, we can combine our talents, we can combine our efforts to produce something that neither one of us can produce on our own, particularly solutions. So this is obviously the ideal, but you begin by reconciling parties. And this is a man here that modeled cooperation.
As a neutral convener, capable of rebuilding trust, respect, and communication, our mission is to motivate and inspire Americans to work together across divides. Our goal is citizen empowerment. This is the moment to unite America, one conversation at a time. Please join us.